Regardless though, I think we are going to switch colors once again. DracKeN usually plays purple every time, but purple and blue is gonna be kind of rough. Would you like to see DracKeN in purple? We can just leave him like that. I'm not really sure if we have anybody who might have any color blindness issues currently watching the stream. But yeah. DracKeN be purple. Alright. If anybody's having any issues telling the players apart with these colors, let me know and we can change it. Otherwise, we're just going to stick as is. So, game number 1. We're completely live. And we are not missing much of anything. So, yeah. Can you make Micav something else? Oh, yeah. We can do that. Maybe let's make her... What? Queen? This? I think this should be good, right? Red? Well, red and purple might be problematic for people who cannot see blue. I'm not really sure what what kind of color blindness that'll be. It even exists. Regardless, though, I think it's probably alright like this. If anybody's having any issues with these colors, let me know. Anyway, DracKeN's playing Mongols for game number 1. Micav's playing Hindustanis. Mongols have been a pretty prevalent civilization on this map, actually. As a matter of fact, let me check the map stats for this one. What do we get? Jungle Rumble, territorial. Okay, territorial. For territorial, we have seen Mongols be picked quite a bit. It's been very, very prevalent. It's actually, alongside Japanese, the most picked civilization for this map. They are both tied. Followed by Saracens, Gurjaras, and Khmer. This time around we have Hindustanis for Micav. So, not 100% sure of what the green player is going to try and play for over here. It's got to be scouts, of course, in the fuel age, I would imagine. But she's up against Mongols, right? And Mongols are going to have a very nice power spike in the fuel age just by means of getting a faster food collection rate because of the fast working hunters. So yeah. Oh, we can enable predictions for this one, right? I mean, I'm actually not really sure that'd be a good idea. We can try. I'll tell you what. I'm just going to open the predictions. I'm not really sure if it's going to be too competitive. But who knows? Maybe somebody playing the odds over here will end up getting a good prediction. 5 minutes. Predictions are open for 5 minutes, guys. Let's update the stream title too. There we are. Nice. Anyway, DracKeN's coming forward already. He clicked up on 22 population, so this is not the fastest QH that I have seen by a long shot, especially with Mongols. 20 bones for Mika. Yeah. QH is here finally for DracKeN, so he's got gold miners. He's gonna add a archer range over here. Interesting. So archers, Minotaur's archers for the Mongol player, while Mika's just going to make a play for scouts. She's gone for stable already. Interesting. A trash? It could be a trash. It's gonna try. And DracKeN's just going all out in the fuel age. It's still open down south over here. He could potentially bring the units over. He's got one militia left. But he's not going for Minotaurs though, so militias alone would probably just crumble to the villagers. Yeah. And the first tower is coming up. I really thought he was going to try and add an archer range because of the gold miners he's got right now. He's not gone for it. I guess he can go for it after the tower, but yeah, very interesting to see. And Micav's reaction over here is really good. Release the one palisade so that she can target the tower over here without getting targeted herself. Just gotta be careful. Defensive towers up here as well. She's trying to target the villagers. It seems like she's going to lose a villager before she's able to get a villager down with the tower. Yes. So that's 2 villagers so far that Micav has lost. The DracKeN's push. And you know what? That's gonna be another one. Yes, sir. 3 villagers down already for Micav. 1 villager she was able to take from DracKeN. So far, it's looking really, really good for the purple player. You can see range over here. The towers cannot range each other at all. Oops, sorry about that. Finally goes down. But yeah, DracKeN's already managed to get a villager lead for himself by means of getting 2 additional villagers compared to Micav. Very low idle TC time for both players, so they've both been able to keep up pretty nicely. But DracKeN is in a little bit of a better position. One thing that Micav's got to work with is discount on villagers, so at the very least she's gonna be paying less. In the village, that's already gonna be 15% cheaper. So yeah, I would say that was a successful trush, yes. Now we have Minotaurs for DracKeN. It's very unlikely he'll be able to achieve too much with this. But he's already done some good damage. Those 2 extra villagers will be racking in about 40 resources per minute. 40 extra resources per minute compared to what Micav's got. So it adds up. You know, after 10 minutes, that's going to be enough for him to go for a bunch of extra units or extra upgrades. Or buildings. If he gets to the castle age, that might just be the difference between playing defensive and going for a 4 siege workshop or something. So DracKeN's looking good. He's already managed to amass a 200 score for himself, or 150 or so. While he keeps on collecting more deer from the center, so he was completely uncontested over here all the while. And with the 40% faster working hunters, the 2 extra villagers he managed to amass actually will be worth a lot more than just 40 extra resources per minute, assuming that he can go for more deer uncontested. And it seems like he will. Scouts on the left. Yes, sir. Good catch. 1 villager goes down for DracKeN. And Micav still has a good amount of HP over here. Maybe not so much anymore. Good reaction from DracKeN. This is 1 villager. The villager counts the same right now for both because of the villager loss over here. There we go. Does Micav have Loom at this stage already?
Namaste.
Yeah, she does. Micav is the strongest female player from Argentina, if I'm not mistaken, of Age of Empires. And she's keeping up really, really nicely. For the most part, DracKeN will still rack in enough resources to go up to the castle so much faster compared to Micav, mind you. But she's been able to hold on pretty well overall. Was able to catch up in villager count even. Should be able to click out to the castle age sometime soon as well. She's collecting some gold right now. DracKeN on the other hand, just going up to the castle age. Yeah, there we go. The food's good for Micav now. She's only missing some gold. And DracKeN's going back home. He's gearing up. He's got 2 archer ranges and the 3rd one is coming up. So DracKeN. Buildings keep the outpost converted. Buildings alone? I'm not really sure. I don't think so. It seems like they do, actually. No, they don't. They don't. This one got converted back. But yeah, it's quite clear what DracKeN's plan is over here. Is just gonna go for triple archer range cavalry archer production. So this is, he's kind of going to play this one as Huns, in a sense. And for Mongols, it's still going to be extremely strong because of the cavalry archers, which attack 25% faster. So let's see. Oh, I don't know about this though. Micav was getting in. But the prospect of fighting against so many villagers with a very small amount of scouts was enough to push Micav away. For the most part, she does still end up committing over here with 2 of the scouts. Loses 1, has 1 left. And then there's 1 outside she hasn't gone in with. There we go. Beautiful. So here come the cavalry archers. He's going all out. He's got 6 queued up already. It shouldn't take too long for him to mass a respectable amount of cavalry archers from 3 archer ranges. Meanwhile, Micav! She's got some idle villagers here. What is the gather economy time looking like? Looking a little bit better for DracKeN. It's incredible to see the differences are not that huge. The differences are not that big at all between both these players. Castle Age there. For Micav, she's going for Bakin Arrow. She's got skirmishers, 2 archer ranges, but not too many units to work with, mind you. She didn't really manage to mass too many units so that she would be able to go for the upgrades. Instead, she's got enough to go for extra TCs if she wanted to, and she does have the 2nd TC on the way. Not enough to go for the 3rd TC just yet. She does have the stone, she does not have the wood. Nice quick wall. Still open. Nice. And there you are. We should update that command so that we include also the Wikipedia page for the tournament. Yeah. Here we go, the cavalry archers are coming in. I'm updating the command so that there's the Wikipedia link over there as well. There you are. Yeah, this is good. He's got 12 cavalry archers. 9 of these are forward only, mind you. But he's still managing to do some good damage. Zoning some of the economy from Micav away. And with the extra cavalry archers coming out, and especially some extra siege coming in very soon, he's going for mangonels. DracKeN's going to find himself in a much better position. Micav, on the other hand, being the only player with an extra TC, will actually start pulling ahead in villager count. But she's under a lot of pressure. If she's able to successfully defend over here, there's going to be the point where Micav's extra economy will compensate for the difference in level of the players over here. But it's not going to come easy, of course. DracKeN's going to keep on putting more and more pressure as he's got some siege coming forward now as well. Cavalry archers are not going to be the only problem for Micav anymore. And siege will. You gotta take care of siege, man. There you are. Beautiful. There you are. He's already starting to push villagers away with the mangonel over here. He might go down very soon because got just skirmishers to defend herself with. The mangonel's coming out very soon, but DracKeN's got on top of the mangonel also the cavalry archers, and he's gonna keep on going for more. As soon as he can afford it, he's just going to keep on queuing more cavalry archers, and very soon he's gonna become unstoppable. it doesn't really take that much, especially against Hindustanis over here. Hindustanis do not get access to knights. So camels for Hindustanis would take only 24 shots to go down from cavalry archers in the castle age. So getting to 12 or so cavalry archers for DracKeN is already going to be enough to prevent Micav from making a play for camels. And it's not like she would have too many extra options, right? She's got the skirmishers, which will perish to the Manels. She's got the Manel over here, and the Manel is going to be the only thing that Micav can go for right now. That's not going to, like, right out die to DracKeN's army. However, it's going to require some very good unit control, of course. If Micav manages to get the Manels down over here while keeping the TC up without losing her own Manel, that's how she stays alive, and that is how she starts taking advantage of the extra resources the extra villagers should be pulling in. But if she's unable to clean out the Manels from DracKeN over here, then that's basically her only chance of staying alive this game gone. So unit control is not good enough. The mana goes down from Micav. There's another one coming out over here. She does manage to get one extra mana, or one mana down over here, so it's going to be 1 for 1. But yeah, she's got to be careful. Their mana coming out already for DracKeN. The game's paused. This is how Micav survives. The mana over here. Unfortunately, though, as I see the projectiles getting very close to the magnet, I'm not really sure that's going to connect or not. I think that might not. I think that might not connect.
Yes.
Oh, it connected actually. Oh, and the village is going down, but that was still very good for Micav though. She did manage to get one mana over here, and she's keeping this one alive. It's good. She's just got to do that 2 more times. She's trying. Struggles. Gets this one. Only 1 mana left for DracKeN. Micav's defense has been really strong. He's going for a castle on the left-hand side. I'm not too convinced about the location of this castle, honestly, because it's not going to prevent DracKeN from still putting pressure against both these DCs. Hey, there we go. The match command's working now. Beautiful. 400 elo difference between both these players. Castle's getting denied for the time being, or delayed at the very least. Another 4 siege workshop on the way for DracKeN. Beautiful. There we go. Good defense, good shot. And it's counter-strike from DracKeN still. Yeah, and the castle's getting denied. Micav is not looking too shabby though. I mean, take a look at the population. She's got a higher population compared to DracKeN. She's got more military units and more economy. That's not the case anymore. Good mango shots over here from DracKeN. Get him the military lead once again. Man, he's gone out to 6 mangonels. It's gonna be super rough to defend against for Micav. She's trying to go for the castle, but I don't know about this, man. That is a bunch of mangonels. So these villagers do not seem like they are gonna stay up for too long. And interestingly enough, Micav's still ahead in population. She does end up taking the manos down with villagers and zoning these off, so the castle's coming up. But yeah, once again, I don't really know why DracKeN would want to deny this castle from coming up. Because he can just keep on putting pressure. What is Micav going to go for? Gulag? DracKeN could have kept on putting pressure over here, and the castle was not going to prevent the TC from going down, and he could potentially have pushed against this extra TC. And without the TCs over here, that would be a significant portion of Micav's economy completely exposed, right? Well north of 50 villagers. But DracKeN's going back now, and Micav's managed to stay ahead in worker count. Has she managed to stay ahead in gather economy time though? Not by a long shot. DracKen's gallery economy time is so much higher from putting so much pressure and preventing Micav's economy from being fully operational at all times. So yeah. Still looking pretty interesting though. Micav's got a 25% villager lead over DracKEN. Me and Liz are almost having the same approach in this map. Pretty cool defense. It was pretty good, yeah, from Micav. She did a really good job. And she's got a much stronger economy right now, actually. She was getting kind of close to having enough to go out to the Imperial Age, interestingly enough. Oh, that could have been a good shot. She does end up getting one over here, but still 3 manas left for DracKEN. Micav's going for yet another one. She's got to be careful. She's repairing here. And losing villagers. And that's a good shot. 2 manas left over here. Good attempt. A little bit of struggle over here. The mana is not being repaired. Now it is! Oh, but a little bit too late. Still another one over here for Micav though. She doesn't end up taking the mana from DracKEN down, so there's only 1 mana left for the purple player. And Micav's gotta repair this. There we go. She's got 3 villages over here. Is gonna keep on trying for sure. The DC is too low HP though. And it's going down right away, so she cannot garrison villagers, and she cannot really fight the cavalry archer off anymore. That was a good shot, mind you. And we had 3 cavalry archers over here left only. And Micav gets another Magnal down. She's got some Gulam coming out. Yeah, and gets the Magnal, the cavalry archers down. Wow. On the left-hand side, Micav's trying to go for a 4 castle. She's got a 4 siege workshop over here. The castle is 0 HP or 1 HP. So she has not built it yet. She has not sent the villagers over yet. Just gotta be careful over there. But she's done a really good job. I mean, take a look at this. Population is so much higher for Micav. Military, economy. She's the only player with a castle up. She's got almost enough to click up to the Imperial Age as well. It's just remarkable and not at all what I expected this game to go like, considering the difference in the players. Yeah, this is going to stay up for the time. This is going to stay as foundation for the time being. Here come the Gulam though. Micav's going after the CA. Not the best unit control over there, losing the mana still. But she's got another one over here. And it's all good. Now, I'm not really sure if that'll be enough. I think with the Gulam that she's got over here, she might actually be able to send some villagers forward and get the castle up. DracKEN doesn't have anywhere near enough resources to go for a counter castle himself, so he wouldn't be able to deny this one. Doesn't even have enough to go for towers, so here comes Micav. She's gotta be careful. The Gulam are roaming around still. These are good. High pierce armor units. But she's struggling big time. She's losing a lot of villagers over here. And DracKEN's doing a really good job taking advantage of the mobility of the cavalry archers to snipe the villagers forward, right? So Micav is unable to go for the castle. She deletes the foundation and clicks up to the Imperial Age instead. So it's all looking good still for Micav. DracKEN's getting a bunch of resources. He's got the buildings already, so he should be able to click out to the Imperial Age very soon. But Micav's looking strong, guys. And Yazai, thank you so much for the sub. Coming in hot with Prime Gaming as well, which I very much appreciate. Thank you so much for the support. Prime Gaming, you don't have to pay for the sub, and I still get paid for it, so it's always a great way to support, and it's also going to prevent you from seeing any ads, hopefully. At the very least, subs shouldn't be getting any ads on the stream. So it's a win-win-win. Regardless though, chain bar and armor on the way now for DracKeN. He was trying to make a switch into knights, but it didn't pay off, unfortunately, for him. It's pretty expensive, of course. Man, DracKeN's economy really needs some balancing. He's going for extra stables now. Yeah, and it's quite clear that it's just going to be a transition into full melee cavalry. While Micav, on the other hand, she's got enough resources to click out to the Imperial H over again. She's going for ballistics. She's going for... What is the plan over here? I'm pretty curious because Hindustanis have lost some upgrades and they do not have fully upgraded cavalry archers anymore, and it's not something that I would like for her to go against DracKeN anyway, given that DracKeN's playing Mongols. So what is the plan over here for Micav? Is it going to be camels? Is it just going to be full Gulam? She's got 2 castles. Gulam are going to take some time to mass up, and I don't see any stables actually, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be a play for camels. There's only 1 over here. Instead we see archer ranges come up. So what is that going to be? Gulam and what? Yeah, she's going for elite Gulam. Maybe hand cannoneer? Yeah, I don't know about that. And DracKeN's not calling it just yet. But yeah, Micav's got definitely some momentum over here, and the 3rd castle's on the way. That's a lot better for Micav. This castle will single-handedly, of course, increase production of Gulam by 50%. So definitely worth going for. And there's a treasure coming out from Micav moving forward. Alright. Yeah, the castle's coming up. DracKeN's finally on his way to the Imperial Age. He managed to pull ahead in villager count. Let's see. This is going down. Yeah, good pressure. And camels coming out now finally. So Micav is going for some camels. Scale bar than armor just came up too. So Gulam, camels. Micav's got 3 times the military compared to DracKeN's, and she still has a pretty respectable economy, even if DracKeN's villager count is higher. From this point onwards anyway, if DracKeN keeps on losing defense over here, like the TCs, his villagers will be completely exposed, and he's got only 1 extra hour to gather economy time, which at this point in time is not really that high of a lead at all. TC going down. And wow, DracKeN calls the GG. Micav won, DracKeN nil. Game for the Argentinian. Well played. Damn, boy. Let's take a look at the achievements real quick. By the way, let me know, Yosai, if you get any ads after the achievements. I'm just going to do 1 minute in between games to keep the pre-rolls off and prevent random play times, of course. But yeah, taking a look at the achievements for game number 1, DracKeN ended up getting a stronger KD. It's going to be 11 to 10. For economy, we see a stronger economy for DracKeN as well, collecting well over 2,000 extra resources, actually 2,800 extra resources. And for society, he did manage to pull ahead in villager towards the end, but Micav did a fantastic job for the most part keeping up and staying ahead. Actually, you take a look at the 50% line over here, you're going to see that Micav had significantly more villagers for much longer in the game. So well played. Well played. Let's go back and cross the civilizations and the maps out to see what we have left. Guys, welcome everyone to game number 2. Let's switch colors once again. Like so. I think this is what we had before. And what do we get? You're asking about the civilizations. Let's actually talk about both these civilizations really quickly. It's been kind of 2 weeks, over 2 weeks I think, since the last time that I actually introduced civilizations. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to remember everything, but Starting with Micav civilization, the Burgundians will get access to eco upgrades 1H earlier for a 50% food discount, which is great. And then on top of that, Burgundians will get access to the Cavalier upgrade in the Castle Age. They get a 50% discount on stable upgrades as well, so it's going to be cheaper Cavalier upgrade. And then on top of that, Burgundians will also have 25% higher attack and gunpowder units. While for the team bonus, they get food income from relics on top of gold income. And Bohemians, on the other hand, for DracKeN civilization, he's going to get a discount on... It's a 100 discount on universities, wood discount on universities and blacksmiths, if I'm not mistaken. It used to be the case on monasteries, but I think that got taken out. On top of that, Bohemians will also have 25% higher bonus damage from spearline units, so spear, pikeman, and halberdier. And beyond that, we'll see for Bohemians also sanctity and fervor affecting villagers, access to chemistry in the Castle Age, and I think that's about it, right? The one thing that I'm still not mentioning for Bohemians is the team bonus, which has markets work 80% faster for them. And a 1v1 is not really going to be too relevant, of course, but in team games can be very strong. Boatborough outside, well, this is vintage arena, so the map generation is not going to be anywhere near as consistent as modern arena. At the very least, it seems to be pretty fair, though. From what I can see, both players are getting a bunch of extra space in the back, so they can expand onto that. That is not going to be the case every time. Sometimes in this map, the players are not going to have enough space to even see the back walls. Like, they do not come out at all. So, yeah. For the rest of the generation, Vintage Arena is also going to have a very small space at the center of the map. So, player neutral space is going to be pretty confined, as you can see, compared to standard arena. There isn't really a lot of space to go by over here. Relic generation seems to be pretty consistent, though. We have one over here in between both players. This one seems to favor the purple player a little bit more. This one's going to be kind of neutral. This one's going to favor purple, and this one is going to favor green. Right? Oops. Yeah, there we go. This one's going to favor green. And that'll be about it. The resource generation, though, for each player. Let's actually begin with Micav. She's got one goal forward. She's got one goal to the side of the TC, and then there's one goal in the back. So two of these goals are going to be somewhat safe, kind of. Unless at some point, you know, DracKeN, and I don't think this is necessarily going to be the case, but if DracKeN was to come forward and he dropped the castle over here or something, then that would make it very difficult for Micav to actually collect from this goal, and she would end up getting this one denied as well, right? The one behind the castle. But that'd be just an unlucky strike for Micav, or a lucky strike for DracKeN, because there is no way that he will be able to find out about either this goal. He cannot see even with the scout in the fuel or the castle age. This goal he might actually be able to see if he just brings the scout over here, right? Kind of like this. Flush next to the wall. He might actually see this one, which means there is a possibility for DracKeN to put pressure from this area on the left-hand side, right? And if he were to drop a castle over here, he will be able to deny this one, and this one. However, Micav would still have this and this goal left, so she's gonna be fine. Conversely, on the other side of the map, DracKeN's got a much better map. Oh boy, this is a much better map generation. Check this out. He's got all 3 golds on the back, which is great for DracKeN, of course. And then he's just got the one stone forward over here, and then there's the stone outside the walls, I guess. But this is really good. This is so much better. Micav somehow managed to... Oh, no, that's not Micav. That's DracKeN Scout. Never mind. And yeah, Castle Age is on the way for DracKeN. Micav should be able to go out to the Castle Age very soon. This is just what you're expecting to see on Arena for the most part, unless you have a civilization that's going to allow you to trash. such as Teutons, right? Which we had drafted, but not picked for game number 2. Anyway, Micav's struggling big time. She's going for the market now. She's going for the blacksmith, but she's taking significantly longer. How much later was she to the fuel age? Ah, that's a full minute later. So she'll be up in the castle age about a minute later compared to DracKeN as well. This is not good for Micav at all. Yeah. No bets? Alright. Let's enable predictions. G2. Let's see if anybody's gonna choose to believe in Micav again. 5 minutes. Let's make it 2 minutes because the players will be in the castle age very soon and we'll see who goes for eco and who goes for push. So you have 2 minutes, guys, to get your predictions on. Option 1 still going to stay. DracKeN. Option 2 is going to be Micav, if I'm not mistaken. You can corroborate, of course, when actually going to bed. But anyway, with DracKeN being up in the castle age 1 full minute earlier, he has sold the stone. He's not thinking of going for castle or for going for extra TCs. All he's gonna do is go for a monk push. So he can start pumping some monks and start collecting the relics, right? He's going to have a 1 minute head start to it compared to Micav. Actually, yeah, a little bit higher than 1 minute. Micav, on the other hand, she is still on her way to the castle age. And DracKen's gonna have really quickly, 11 minutes and 17 seconds castle time for Mr. DracKeN. He's got 2 monasteries coming up. Yeah. And there we go. 3rd monastery on the way. He's playing Bohemians as if they still had the discount. But yeah, he's gonna go for fervor at some point. That's just going to be so good for his economy too. And sanctity, of course, is going to be absolutely instrumental too. He's got 13 gold miners, 3 food workers, 2 food workers. This really reminds me of yesterday's set. Once again between Mihai and Heisen, where the smash over here is going to come at a cost of the economy, right? So DracKeN is actually still committing to food income, so it doesn't seem like he's going to stop producing villagers in favor of going all out monks. And I think it's fine, you know, 4 villages will still allow you to keep on villager production for the most part. And he can still keep on going for more monks. Hey, Gabby. Micav, are you participating, Gabby, by the way, in the Wallhalla qualifiers? Mika's done a really good job in game number 1. She offset for about 400 or so elo points of difference against DracKeN, and now in game number 2. She's looking alright. DracKeN's push over here is going to be very hard for Micav to hold on against, I'm pretty sure. DracKeN's, after all, a seasoned clown. Going for these kinds of plays will just place DracKeN in his domain, while Micav, on the other hand, I'm not really sure she'll be able to hold on against this. She's got 1 monastery. She was able to gather 1 relic. And she's trying to go after this one on the right-hand side, but it seems like she'll end up getting picked up. Most likely. Oh! Wow, that was huge for Micav! Gets the scout down, and now she can go after the relic. Why is she not going after the relic, though? Is she waiting? She's waiting for atonement. 20 seconds, though. Atonement is only now on the way for... Oh, God. Micav just dropped the ball there. And DracKen's going to end up collecting both these relics. That is actually really bad, and it hurts to see. Now Micav's got atonement. Now she can try and go after the monk, but the monk's too far away. I don't think she'll... Wow, she landed the conversion, actually. She's going after this one now. But yeah, the monks are just going back. Is only arena in this tournament? No. The Wallhalla tournament consists of closed maps. But it's not only arena. You have hideout, you have bypass, jungle rumble. Vintage arena is going to be the only arena variation, I believe. Although I guess territorial. The territorial actually have palisades, or I think it had palisades, right? So there is that. There is basically a map pool consistent of just closed maps, but not just arena. So game number 1, which took place in territorial, went in favor of Micav. And if we do see a third game, if DracKeN doesn't outtake in game number 2, game number 3 is going to take place on Micav's home map, which is Dawn. And you can get more information about the maps and whatnot by doing exclamation mark Wallhalla. So yeah. This is Wallhalla. Yes. Yes, sir. I play very bad close maps. Heresy throw? Oh, I don't think so, you know? That's a lot of monks over here. Now that he knows that Atonement's there for Micav, Heresy will actually make this armor significantly harder to deal with for Micav. I like it. I like it. Hey, Tomate. I think I cast one of your games. One of your series, like 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful. With Heresy, man, that's gonna be so cheap. Imagine he ends up just sending the Spearman forward to buff her. So the Spearmen get converted and they get taken down. Then he's got all the monks over here still left to work with. With a little time, it could very well be the case. DracKen's just gearing up, and Micav doesn't really seem to have a reaction for this at all. There are 3 TCs over here, so she's playing for economy. I mean, she's got the monastery over here on the back still. And she's going for redemption, so she can go after siege weapons. But DracKen's already going to start converting everything on his way. These monks will just raise. Alright. Guard tower is coming out for Micav. Let me take a look at the range of the tower here. Well, that's good. DracKen's gonna click out to the Imperial Age in a moment, though. He's been collecting stone to go for a castle, so we could see very soon Povnita. Also, getting to the Imperial Age is going to give him access to block printing, which is huge for the monks over here. It's just going to make the range so much better. Yeah. So for the time being, Micav's been able to hold on against the monk push just by going for a few towers, guard towers at that. So there is a timer once again. We saw this before already, where DracKen's gonna be the one putting pressure, but he's going to have a limited amount of time to actually suppress Micav before Micav's stronger economy gets too out of hand, so to say. Forecast on the way now for DracKeN. And Micav's just going for a random TC up in the north with a single villager for some reason. Hey, Louis. Hi. Alright, conversion connecting over here for DracKeN. Micav's gonna try and get the monk back. Yeah, she lands the conversion, but because of heresy, the monk dies right away. So you can see how this becomes so much more cost effective for DracKeN because of the single upgrade. Yeah, Micav's going out to the Imperial Age. This is a really, really strong push from DracKeN. Getting to the Imperial Age is not only going to give him access to block printing, but also, and illumination, but also potentially theocracy, but also trebuchets, right? So towers will not put a stop to DracKen's push anymore. Meanwhile, Micav's going for a defensive castle in between the TCs, which DracKeN doesn't really have vision of. 19 monks left. That's a lot, man. Micav, on the other hand, did manage to get a hidden villager count by a significant margin, actually. She's got 33 extra villagers at 75 versus 42. There we go. As DracKeN gets to the Imperial Age, we're going to see chemistry. So he can go for bombard cannons, potentially Hufnitsa. He's going for block printing, Bakin arrow. Meanwhile, Micav is 1 minute away from the Imperial Age. And I think DracKeN knows about the castle now because he's got a trebuchet queued up. He doesn't know about the castle, but he'll find out and he'll have the tools to take it down with in any case. There you are. Beautiful. This is going down already. Micav's getting to the Imperial Age. We're gonna see chemistry. Does she have actually a yeah, I don't think she's got a university, does she? Oh, she does. What am I What am I blind over here? Yeah, chemistry's coming out, so she can go for bombard cannons. Meanwhile, DracKen's got 2 trebuchets already out. That means this castle's going down from Micav for sure. She only gets 1 treb out before the castle crumbles. DracKEN keeps on pushing harder and harder. He's got another siege workshop over here. This is really rough. The monks are a huge issue because Micav doesn't really have the means to counter them right now. She doesn't even have stables over here to try and make a play for like cavalry, light cavalry, right? Scout line units. So she's going for chain bar than arrow. What for? I don't think she's got stables. She's going for stables up in the north. The 1 villager getting the TC up actually got so much value over here. Now she's got 10 vills. But yeah, she's running out of time, guys. DracKen's push over here is significant. 29 military units, 30 versus 6. Mika's gotta go for it. She's going for it. She's got chain bar than armor. She's got the light cavalry upgrade coming out. She's just trying to hold on to the castle. So she buys herself enough time to get the units out. We'll see bombard cannons on the way. This is a little bit too much. Mika's, I feel like she's biting off more than she can chew. She's going for bombard cannons, but then she's also going for cavalry upgrades, right? She does have almost twice the villager count compared to DracKEN, mind you. So if she's able to get a bunch of light cavalry out very soon, that's going to leave her in a very good spot. She does still have 30 villagers or so working on food, so that's still going to be pretty decent production. But she needs a bunch. She needs a bunch. She's got only 2 stables producing for whatever reason. Now she's going for more. And yeah, castle over here is getting relocated from DracKEN. And the light cavalry play and change the game for sure. Especially if Micav's able to hold on to the bombard cannons over here, because she can take care of these monks. And then she can use the bombard cannons to take the trebuchets down, potentially the castle. Oh, wait a moment though. I got scared for a moment over there. I thought the DracKEN had lost a stone. He just relocated the castle once again. Gotta be careful though. There are 2. Oh man, DracKEN loses the castle foundation. What was that? Why would he ever go for that? The bombard cannons get converted though. But here come the light cavalry. Here come the light cavalry. This is going to be huge. Let's see if DracKEN can lay siege. He buys enough to get another castle. Gee, that's going to be a very expensive one. There we go. I'm not really sure if he got theocracy already. Yeah, he got theocracy, so at the very least there is that. But here come the light cavalry. Micav's going for it. Going after the monks right away. Many of the light cavalry over here are getting converted. Many of the monks are going down as well, but I don't think it's going to be enough, as we still have about 10 monks over here, and the light cavalry are getting converted. Actually, DracKEN might be able to hold on over here. It's a big struggle, guys. There are still a good amount of light cavalry over here for Micav. So DracKEN's actually losing a lot. He's gone down to 10 monks, and you know what? If Micav's able to keep on going for more light cavalry like this, then DracKeN's going to get cleaned up. Yeah, and Micav does not really have too much space left back home. Especially with the castle coming up over here, but she's still fine, I think. She could go for more bombard cannons, pump these out beyond the range of the castle. Yeah, she might actually be able to get the castle down. You can see that light cavalry over here actually doing really well, and DracKeN's got 14 monks queued up. He's going all out for monks. But you know what? I am not liking DracKeN's position anymore. Micav still was able to hold on to a much larger villager count. She has more light cavalry coming out. All she's got to do is take care of this castle. If she's able to get that one castle down, that brings her back into the game. She's going after the trebuchets now with villagers. PC goes down. And Micav calls a GG. Well, honestly, I feel like she could have kept on going, but it's understandable. With the monks over here and not enough military to keep on defending against monks, Micav was in a pretty precarious position, and she was losing some villagers. But that was pretty good. And that was much closer than I thought it was going to be. So props to Micav. And DracKeN will ends up taking game number 2, which means that game number 3 is going to take place on Dong. Yeah. Nice KD in the end for Micav. Of course, you gotta keep in mind that conversions were so much better for DracKeN. If you add conversions to the kill count over here for DracKeN, it goes out to 91 to 68. So it was much better. It was kind of like 3-2 or so for DracKeN. And then for economy, we have a stronger economy for Micav by quite a bit. For society, we're gonna see a stronger society for Micav too. So let's go back. Once again, we're going to be switching Micav over to the green color so that we can keep DracKeN in purple. And what do we get over here? We have Cumans, we have Vietnamese for DracKeN and for Micav. Didn't DracKeN used to have a T at the end? Or I think it was DracKeN, right? And then he switched it over to DracKeN. I kind of wonder why. Regardless though, for these civilizations, let's take a look. DracKeN, well, playing with Cumans in this one means that he should be in a pretty good position, should be able to go out to the village pretty quickly and go for the second TC, get ahead in villager count and stay ahead as long as he plays his cards right. Micav, on the other hand, is going to be instead in a position where if she does not put pressure against DracKeN early on, she's just going to fall behind, and that's just the way it is, even if she fast castle into extra TCs and full economy. Which she has enjoyed doing for the most part. She has been the one making the plays for economy, while DracKeN's been the one making the plays for aggression. So I'm kind of wondering if DracKeN's going to try to go for something here. Given the civilization, how far apart the players are, in fact they are surrounded by walls already, I am expecting to see DracKeN just play for economy, go for the village in the second PC. But it'll be interesting if he went for anything else. This be DracKeN? Yeah. Might have gone better if Micav could research heresy. Oh, for the previous game? Most likely. Vietnamese seems a strange choice. I guess she expected Britons. I guess she expected Britons too. Yeah, Vietnamese would have been pretty interesting against Britons for sure. Against Cumans? Well, I mean, Cumans, they're still not that great, are they? They don't get Bracer. And, you know, we have high pierce armor and high HP units for Vietnamese, for ranged units to fight against other ranged units. Although, if the Cuman player was able to go for Kipchaks, extra projectiles from Kipchak kind of negate some of the advantages of Vietnamese, right? But I guess we'll see. I'm not really sure if I have seen this matchup actually before too much. Let me take a look at the map stats for this tournament, and let's take a look on Dong. We have seen Gurjaras, Bohemians, Poles, Burgundians, and Teutons be the most played civilizations on this map. Cumans, neither Cumans nor Vietnamese are cracking the top 5. Not by a long shot, so that's pretty interesting. In any case, Phil is coming out for DracKeN already, and he'll just make a play for the second TC. Oh. DracKeN's got a priest already queued up. how much for him to chop through. I don't think I remember seeing the priest stats. I think it's only 5 range for them versus the monk's 9 range, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah, there we go. The priest is coming out. So DracKeN's just going to make a play for the relics. For anybody who might not have seen this map before, we do have 5 little hills across the center of the map. They are going to shelter the relics. They have some statues over here as well. And that's about it. So what to expect? Against humans, once again, full aggression is the way to go, is the name of the game in my opinion anyway. And that's something that I would love to see Micav go for. Potentially make a play for Rattan Archers, like a castle drop into Rattan Archers at full pressure. I don't think Micav's gonna be able to get away with just making a play for economy whatsoever if she just wanted to fast castle into extra TCs. DracKeN will simply stay ahead. There is no way around that. He's got the second TC already on the way on the left hand side. And by the time DracKeN gets to the castle age, and Micav's going to be in the castle age already for a while, DracKeN's probably going to be behind by quite a bit. So yeah. DracKeN's making a play for gold. And yeah, Micav on the other hand is just waiting, right? She's clicked up on 25 villagers, so it's going to be a pretty standard fast castle. No stone collection though. No castle drops. No nothing. Oh, there we go. We should probably enable predictions. Wow. There was a lot of points bet for Micav in game number 2 actually. Guys, predictions are on for 5 minutes for who wins game number 3. 5 minutes. Alright, who wins game number 3 and who wins the series over here. Option 1 is going to be DracKeN. Option 2 is going to be Micav. Go nuts. Use them points. Waste them away. Anyway, where's the priest? Okay, he's getting the first relic. Nice. The center one. Oh, just as Micav had the scout away, this is actually really good for DracKeN. He's getting away with it. He can drop the relic over here and then go and try to collect some of the other ones. As Micav's going out to the castle age, this is going exactly as expected. And once again, I don't think anything other than just full aggression from Micav in the castle age is going to work against the humans. Okay, DracKeN's actually... What is he doing? He was trying to drop the relic inside the shrine. Yeah, well, what is he doing? He's gotta drop the relic and go and collect the other ones. Anyway, let me take a look at Micav's point of view. Does she know about the relic being gone? I guess she does. She does have a second scout though. Alright. Yeah, there we go. DracKeN's coming forward now, again. Nice. Beautiful. Nope, I'm not from Mendoza, Goss. So, Micav gets to the castle age. This is a big mistake in my opinion. She's going for a second TC. This is not good. Going for economy against humans, just playing to catch up, just playing to lose. DracKeN at this point already managed to get an 18, 19 villager leave even. Okay, now this I like a lot better from Micav. Yes. She's getting a villager down over here. There is no loom for DracKeN, so... Actually, Micav could have gotten another villager over here, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this pressure is so important. And ideally, I would have loved to see Micav go for some stone miners as well, so that she could make a play for a castle eventually. But right now, it's kind of tough. So here comes the Manuel. DracKeN's gonna click out to the castle edge very soon. Might actually end up losing the TC over here. That'll be really good for Micav. Is Mendoza also considered like almost Chile in Argentina? Yes. Very much so. Nice pressure. Second mountain is coming out, and now I'm liking this a lot better for Micav. Beautiful. This is what I want to see. This kind of pressure. There we go. Stable coming out for DracKeN, okay. He'll make a play for knights. Or potentially light cavalry, like anything that's going to allow him to snipe these manas, it's gonna be good. So, Micav basically gave up on the idea of collecting relics, while DracKeN, he's got 2 relics over here. And where is the other relic? There's 1 relic missing. There's one over here, and then I'm not really sure where the 3rd relic is. Incoming? Well, he doesn't have a priest with relic. Does Micav? No, Micav doesn't have a priest with relic, so I'm not really sure. Well, regardless, I guess we are going to find out very soon. Bloodline's coming up now for DracKeN. And Micav keeps on putting pressure. The TC is gonna stay up. So as DracKeN's able to snipe the mountains over here, and I imagine he's gonna go for that as soon as he gets to the castle edge and goes for the light cavalry upgrade. He'll be fine. There we go. 3 mountains for Micav. Scout over there. Now, DracKeN knows exactly what he's up against. He knows about the scouts over here from Micav. Yeah, and he's bringing a spearman into the mix. You can do #match to get that information, Pablo. But yeah, this is the series-defining game between Micav and DracKeN. She is going, sorry, for the 30C, mind you. So she might be able to catch up in villager count very soon. But here come the knights. This is huge, guys. There is a monastery on the way for Micav, but it's coming up too late. Gather economy time is significantly higher for DracKeN right now, and the mountains, they are going down. The mountains are going down, the scorpions are going down, and everything's dying from Micav. Good attack round, mind you. But yeah, the TC is going to stay up over here for DracKeN, and all of a sudden, the purple player is looking pretty good, while Micav, on the other hand, she struggles big time. Goes for the 4 TC, and it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while for her to catch up. She's still 11 villagers behind. She will have twice as many TCs, mind you, so she might catch up in the next 3 to 5 minutes, assuming that she can actually keep all the TCs working. But it's going to take some time for her to catch up in gather economy time, where DracKeN still has an hour and 20 minutes lead over Micav. If we take a look at gather economy, for Micav to catch up in villager count, to surpass DracKeN in villager count, and then actually utilize those extra villagers to collect extra resources compared to DracKeN. So it's pretty rough for the green player. Meanwhile, DracKeN's going for the 30C already. Micav's going very heavily onto stone though, so we'll see rat and archers come out very soon. And I gotta wonder though, is she gonna try and drop a castle over here maybe? In front of this TC, the second TC from DracKeN? Nice, nice. Yeah, she's kind of struggling to keep all 4 TCs working, so she's only now catching up. Yeah, there you are.
Evet. Kulluk yeter min.
Beautiful. We got 2 of the relics too. She took 2. That's great. So it was 2 for DracKeN, 2 for Micav. There's this one up for grab still. It seems like DracKeN's going after it. I don't think Micav's got a priest going there anymore. She's got a monk. She's not going forward, so this one should go in favor of DracKeN for sure. Yeah. Alright. Micav's finally started to get a hit in villager count. This does come at a cost. Remember when we said that there were about 1800 resources for DracKeN that he collected over Micav? Well, that is very important because he only paid for the second TC, the extra farms over here. Now he's gone for the third TC, but that was after he already had collected extra resources. Micav, on the other hand, he had a much smaller economy when she started going for the extra TCs over here, so she had to pay for a lot more infrastructure over here that she's not... Like, this economy is not paid off just yet, so to say. Regardless though, it seems like both players should be able to go up to the Imperial Age very soon. Worker count's about the same for both players. Yeah, and Micav's looking alright. She's just behind by about 2 military units. Both players kind of missing 1 extra military building though to pick up. There we go. Cast is coming out now for Micav. Oh! She managed to take the priest down from DracKeN. However, the monk will still end up collecting the final relic. So both players are going up. Up to what? Well, DracKeN doesn't really have much of anything to work with right now, but he's gonna go for a castle very soon. So we're gonna see Trebs coming out for both players. Trebs and... the enemies will be in a little bit of a better position in that situation because they can go for bombard cannons. That is not the case for DracKeN. So yeah. There we go. Gas is finally coming out now for DracKeN as well, so it's just going to be the trade war we were expecting to see. And Micav's going for the pikeman upgrade. She's going for squires. Forging. Interesting. Yeah, up in the north, DracKeN's just roaming around with some knights. He's got chain bar armor, so he's committed to the knight play. He's got the house right now, but he's got 4 knights queued up, so it's quite clear. He's just gonna try and make a play for potentially Cavalier and Paladin. Well, Micav, on the other hand, well, she's got Rattan Archers coming out. Rattan Archers and a Halberdier would actually be very, very hard to deal with. She's going for infantry, yes. An extra barracks coming up over here. That's gonna be like the 6th barracks, I think. And DracKeN, on the other hand, well, DracKeN's got 5 stables he's producing from right now. He's got the 6th stable coming up in a moment, so it's going to be full-on cavalry versus Halberdier and potentially Rattan Archers. Micav's just trying to prioritize pikemen or Halberdier production currently, but she could very well add a few extra Rattan Archers. Regardless though, DracKeN's going for Cavalier already. And play Bard and Armor. Conscription too. Nice expansion though from Micav, trying to collect from the center. Remember, beyond the starting resources players get inside their walled bases, they do need to expand in order to collect the extra resources from the Gullet or the Gorge or the ravines. I'm not even sure what to call this anymore. The depression over here, the canal. Anyway, second castle on the way for Micav. I like that a lot better. Yes, that's going to double potential rat and archer production. Yeah, bulky arrow coming out for DracKeN. He's going for some archery and just what is the plan over here? Skirmishers. Well, he doesn't get access to Bracer with humans. Yeah, and from this position onwards, I'm liking Vietnamese better. Let's see. There we go. The thing over here, though, is DracKeN's targeting the trebuchet from Micav, and Micav's not repairing this. It's too risky. She's going for it very, very late. She almost loses the trebuchet. Meanwhile, Micav is going to target the castle from DracKeN. So the difference over here is pretty big. As long as Micav is able to keep the trebuchet alive over here, and she's got 2 trebuchets, right? As long as she's able to keep the trebuchets alive and keep on targeting the castle, it's simply going to be a much better position for her, because she's going to keep on taking the castle down without risking losing too much herself. Just the trebuchets over here are under pressure. So this could be really good. That could be the only castle DracKeN's got crumbling to Micav's trips. Bombard cannon now for Micav as well, but here comes DracKeN with a bunch of Cavalier, as Micav's already well prepared to fight those off with a bunch of Halberdier plus a monk over there landing a nice conversion. Micav's just trying to hold on over here. There's a third castle coming out for her. She's got more bombard cannons coming out. Gotta be careful. Just got only 1 plus trebuchet. Meanwhile, DracKeN's making incredible use of the mobility of the units to go after the trebuchets and the bombard cannons. So both the trips and the bombard cannons go down. DracKeN's Cavalier. A few units do go down over here from DracKeN as well, mind you. But it's not too bad. You know what I would like to see over here? If Micav was able to go for like 2 or 3 trebuchets over here and just get some walls between the golds, she would prevent DracKeN from coming in, right? Now, it might be too late. DracKeN's managed to survive with 3 trebuchets, and because he's not targeting Micav's trebuchets anymore, he's going to start pumping, or he's going to start putting pressure against the castles from Micav. Meanwhile, Micav's bringing the Halberdier forward, trying to keep on putting pressure against DracKeN, but unfortunately with the castle over here, Micav's Halberdier are not really holding on too much. So yeah, she needs to keep on going for more bombard cannons, but it's a pretty precarious position for Micav. Go. First castle crumbles. There is another castle on the way for Micav, mind you, on the left-hand side, protecting those extra resources. And DracKeN, well, DracKeN's been collecting extra resources from the right-hand side, so he'll be fine. He's got plenty of extra gold over here to work with. As a matter of fact, he's got about well over 6,000 worth of gold income left over there to work with. So yeah. Good defense for Micav. She needs something else to go and push with. This one castle from DracKeN's been pretty annoying, and it's prevented Micav from pushing with the Halberdier. So unfortunately, she needs more bombard cannons, and it's going to be pretty tough for her to afford this. She barely has the resources. to go for Halberdier right now. She's going for ballistics. She's got leather arch armor coming up. Actually, Pather arch armor, even not even +2/+2, just +1/+1. There we go. Cassie goes down. There you go. Beautiful. She's going down though. Micav's finally getting away with this halberdier push. The castle staying up for the time being. And now we have halberdier and rotten archers coming out. Meanwhile, DracKen's trying to get a castle up on the right hand side, and Micav, I'm not really sure if she's aware of. She's got some villagers working over here, but the castle's coming out regardless, so DracKen's going to end up getting control of the entirety of the right hand side. Meanwhile, Micav on the other hand, she has mostly presence on the left hand side with the castle over here, and she could potentially try and make a push on the left, so that they trade sides. But for the time being, it's just going to be mainly the center that Micav is focusing on. Taking a lot of heat over here though. Castle's losing a lot of HP. There are 2 trebuchets left for DracKeN to work with as well. Meanwhile, Micav's trying to mass a halberdier once again, but DracKeN has just finished researching a paladin. He's got 9 cavalier to work with. Now turn into paladin, of course. And Micav is kind of running out of units though. 17 military versus 30. I'll tell you something though. The previous set and this one, they were significantly longer than I thought they were going to be. And it's good. It's great actually. Yeah, especially this one. I was expecting a fairly quick 2-0 in favor of DracKeN. And Micav started very strong in game number 1. And she's holding on really well even in game number 3 over here. So I think it's still possible, mind you, unlikely, but possible for Micav to end up taking game number 3 over here and knocking DracKeN off. Just gotta be careful over here. Once again, I am liking Vietnamese, but the numbers are not really favoring Micav over here. Even if she's got a very strong economy to work with, DracKen's push over here is super strong, and Micav's just loses so much economy trying to keep the castle up. Yeah, her economy is better, but it'd be a lot better if she didn't have to spend hundreds upon hundreds of stone to keep the castle up. Some villagers going down over here, cannot keep on repairing the castle forever. And DracKen's just going very heavily into paladin. How heavily? Well, he's got 6 stables right now. Producing a lot of paladin as he pushes the castle down from Micav. Micav calls a GG. And DracKeN moves on to the round of 32 over here with a final score of 2-1. But that was a great series. And that was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So props to Micav. She did a really good job keeping up over here against DracKeN. Let's go and take a look at the achievements one more time. And guys, we'll jump into the next set. Now, we're going to do record the games. We're going to do Monaz versus Dobbs, which took place earlier today, but several hours earlier. So that's the reason we didn't cover it live. Otherwise, there was going to be a gap between the sets. So I'm going to cover the recorded games from Monaz versus Dobbs. If you have not seen that one, I invite you to stay around. If you have seen that one already, do not spoil the results, please, of course. And yeah, for this one, the results are looking really, really good for DracKeN. He does end up getting a better than 2-to-1 KD ratio, while for economy, he ends up collecting well over 5,000 extra resources compared to Micav. And in the end, Micav did manage to get ahead in worker count for a little while, right? But check that huge depression between 7.5 and basically 23 minutes or so, where DracKeN had significantly more villagers to work with. It was very hard for Micav to come back from that disadvantage. So well played. DracKeN does end up moving on. Micav gets knocked out, but not without giving a great fight. Let's play the